Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I think you all are familiar with this web page. Today we will learn how to make this web page completely responsive. So if you haven't made it yet, there is link in my button. Also you can find on my previous video. You can download the image from that video and also you can get free source code. So as you can see both responsive and normal website look same at this moment. Now press Ctrl plus Shift plus I button at the same time to open this inspect option. Do this on both sides. And now to see the difference, just resize the screen. So an original website you can see that it is not responsive at all. It looks very bad at a small screen. Let's check on different device screen. It looks very bad here also. So come to responsive one, which I just modified. When you change the size of the screen, it changes to perfect size. It looks very user friendly. You can also see everything is getting on right place. And let's check on different device sizes as well. It looks good on Pixel 2. Also, it looks good in iPhone 6, 7 and 8. Let's check on iPad. Here it also looks perfect. Next, Surface Duo. It looks more better here. For the last, Next Hub. It looks perfect in here as well. So now open a VS Code. These are old code or original code that we have wrote earlier. So to make it responsive, we need to add some code in CSS file. It is much more difficult than actually making website. We need good knowledge on CSS. Now write @media screen and add a maximum width equals to 1200 pixel. So this is for normal screen size. So first of all, let's open this web page on browser. You can see that it's completely mess right now. So now come to CSS side. Work for class navbar. Then write width equals to 100% and next height equals to 100 pixel. You can see some difference on screen. Now work for an order list tag. Give some margin left equals to 30 pixel. Then on order list tag. Margin left 60 pixels. Now work for an order list anchor. Give a font size equals to 1.6 VW, that is viewport width. Now save it and refresh your page. Now you can see some difference on navbar. Now work for class search. Give margin top equals to 3 pixels and a margin left equals to 290 pixel. You can see it is in perfect place right now. Now we will reduce some size of it little bit. For that, .srch, give height equals to 40 pixels, give width equals to 190 pixel and give a font size equals to 14 pixels. It is looking a bit smaller. Now we will change the button size. For that, right class button, give height equals to 40 pixels to 80 pixel. So now we will work for description part. For that, write class content, then give width equals to 100% and write another class content with h1 tag, comma, class content with span. Now give a font size equals to 4.5 VW. Give another class content with class par, that is paragraph, give a width equals to 90% and font size equals to 1.5 VW. And now for bottom right class content class C and then give width of 13% and height equals to 3.5 VW and also font size of 1.8 VW. So after refreshing, you can see that our description are also changing size according to the screen resolution, and it is being responsive. So let me show you more clearly what it looks like from the main screen. When you change the size of the screen, so here you can see it content and paragraph are changing its size and width according to the screen ratio. So now come back to the inspect option again for easy view and come to CSS and work for class content. Anchor tag and give a font size of 1.6 VW. And now after doing this, we will be working on the other at the media screen that has maximum width of 1170 pixels, and this is for login box. So as you can see, our login box stays on the right side where there is no place for it, and it gets cut in half and we can't do login in there. So come back to CSS and work for class main. So this main class includes all the HTML body part, and now give a padding left of 20 pixels and also give a height equals to 180 VH, that is viewport height. So when you refresh your page, you can see when we come below 170 pixel, our page has 180% of height. Now we will put our login box down in there, so we will have no problem in login. Let me show you from normal screen size. As well, when you reduce its size, you can see there is big space in button. We will add our login box now. Now come back to CSS. Come to top right corner and do a split screen or split editor. So after you have done that, come up to class form and also copy class form and paste it on the left side just like I did. After you have done this, you can close split editor. Now we will do some changes in class form. On top, make it for 20 pixel and on left make it 50 pixels. Now when you reload your page, you will see our login box on bottom of our screen. So you can see that when it comes below 1170 pixel, it directly goes down in free space. Now we will add some margin left to make it align properly. There is minus 30 pixels. And so as you can see, button sizes and its font size are also decreasing. So for that, work for class BTNN anchor tag. Write font size equals to 16 pixel and also work for class form, class link anchor tag. Give font size equals to 16 pixels as well. Now we will work for it media screen with maximum width of 830 pixels. So this one for tablet screen size. Write class content with margin top equals to 120 pixels and width of 80%. Also give margin left to 40 pixels. You can see some difference here. Now work for class content with h1 tag and class content with span. Give a font size of 6 VW, and now for class content with class pair, give width equals to 90% and a font size equals to 1.8 VW. Now for the class content with the class CN, that is for button, give a width of 15% and a height equals to 4.5 VW and also a font size of 2 VW. Now for class content anchor tag, give font size of 2 VW. Now when you refresh your page, you will see some difference on your content. Now work for class logo. We want our logo to move on middle. For that, give some margin left of 240 pixel and a width of 100%. And a margin top of 15 pixel and font size be 5 VW. So when you come below 830 pixel, you will see that our logo have moved on middle. Now we move this snap bar below our logo. Now come to CSS, work for class menu, give a width equals to 100%. And now work for UL, give margin top of minus 5 pixel and a margin left of 5 pixels. Here you can see our navbar have moved downward. Now work for UL list. Give margin left equals to 60 pixel, and also for all Lee anchor tag give font size equals to 2VW. Save it and reload your page. You will see major difference now. It has come to perfect place now. Now we want to move this search box on right place. For that, come to CSS, work for class search, give a margin top of minus 20 pixels and give a margin left of 60 pixels. Okay, as you can see, it is on right place. Now we will reduce its size a little bit. For that, write class srch, give a height of 30 pixels and a width of 160 pixel. And also give a font size of 12 pixels. Now for button right class btn, give a height of 30 pixels and for width give 70 pixel. Save it and reload your page. You will see perfect navbar now. Now just copy everything from a media screen of max with 170 pixels. Copy all from the class main to bottom. Paste it down here below our class btn. So now let's reload our page and see what we have done up to now. I think it's looking pretty cool up to now, but it is still not good looking for small sizes. So now work for it. Media screen with a maximum width 600 pixels and this one for iPad screen and a little bit lesser than that. Now write class content, give margin top 80 pixels and also give margin left 20 pixels. Now work for class search. Give a margin top equals to minus 40 pixels and a margin left 42 pixel. Now for the class logo, give margin left 180 pixels and font size 4VW. Save it and reload your page. You can see when we go down below 600 pixels, it automatically changes its size and also become responsive. We need to add some margin on our navbar. So for that, write UL, give a margin top of minus 25 pixels and also add some margin left equals to minus 5 pixels. Now work for all list tag. Give margin left of 50 pixels and also work for UL, LI anchor tag. Give font size of 2VW. And also you can see it has already become mostly responsive, but still we haven't done for mobile screen. Now for mobile screen, right at the red media screen with maximum width of 450 pixels. So last one for our mobile screen. You can take it up to 370 pixels, not less than that. Now work for class logo. Give some margin left of 140 pixels and a font size 4VW. And now work for UL. Give a margin top minus 25 pixels. And now work for UL list tag. Give margin left 42 pixel. And now work for ULLI anchor tag. Give a font size 2VW. Now our web page is looking responsive, but our search box is not at right place. So for that, come to CSS, work for class search, give a margin top minus 40 pixels, and also give margin left equals to 38 pixel. So this much for coding now. Let's preview our work on different devices. And give a thumbs up because I have done very hard work on this. As I have already said, making responsive website with pure CSS is more harder than making simple website. So cause it need more knowledge on CSS. So I hope you all understand this video, and if you have any question regarding this video, an original not responsive one, you can frequently ask me through comment section. So thank you everyone for watching this video.